So Jules, what advice would you give to someone who's got a loved one who's just about to come out of prison?
Oh, so give that person.
Give the person
who's not in prison.
Yes.
Allow the person who's coming out of prison to just readjust. Give them time, give them space, give them love. And yeah, don't have any expectations really. What about you?
Well said. I agree. Go on with that.
Okay.
Hello and welcome back to Life After Prison, The Sit Down, the podcast where we have in-depth conversations about the criminal justice system with people who have experienced it firsthand.
Yes, and today we are joined by a multi-diamond selling CEO, a label president and an entrepreneur, Corey Johnson. So welcome, Corey.
Thank you.
Welcome to Life After Prison.
Mm-hmm.
How you doing today? You good?
Yeah, good. Plenty of life.
Excellent, man. I love that. I love that energy. So as we said, you're a multi-diamond selling CEO. Can you tell us a bit more about what you do?
First and foremost, I guess I help young people reach their abilities and reach more, I guess, their dreams. Not unrealistic dreams, but dreams that I had like when I was a kid. I always wanted to be in music, always wanted to know how to navigate throughout the industry. So for me, I guess first and foremost, I'm a guider and supporter of young talent and creatives. I own a few companies that have done okay for themselves, and I invest in people in the future. So my label's Defenders Entertainment. It's on its 20th year this year.
Wow.
I've just finished then now with the charity side for the last 18 years with community youth. And now at the moment, I'm just supporting a few different projects, including like the Sound Bank 3-point support, which is Sound Bank's a creative hub where a friend of mine, Mel, and my team, they've literally converted the Barclays Bank into a hub.
Okay.
So like the recording studios and the live room are inside the bank vaults. So
In the vault, yeah?
Yeah, in the vaults. You can feel that money music. You know, when you come there, you know you're going to make that, but you can smell the money in there.
That's cool.
And at the moment, 3-point support as a creative agency. It helps young creatives get commercial work in and around the industry as well as brands related. But the main thing that 3-point support's doing at the moment is launching a mental health service to kind of help creatives around a lot of mental health issues that they face. So that's where my passion's at, is kind of helping that next generation, giving kids like me an opportunity, because I've never been college, I've never been university, I've never had a job in my life. But I just found something I enjoy and I ran with it.
No, I love that energy, man. Where'd you find the time to do, how'd you do all of that? That's a big list there.
I don't really do socializing. I don't really do TV programs and stuff like that unless it's cartoons, and the news. I was working on my dream and God's plan. So a lot of the time, we got time to do a lot of things. It's like I don't really spend time listening to people's passer. Yeah. I don't really spend time back and forth with he say, she say. I don't really care about that. So if you don't make money or progress, then I'm not involved.
I feel that, man.
I've got plenty of time.
I feel that. And you said something about God's plan, yeah? That brings me nice to my next question, yeah? One Dance with Drake, you've been credited on that single, right?
Yes, sir.
Tell us about that, man. Yeah, man said yes. Tell us about it.
On One Dance, I'm the original label publisher and one of the composers on the original record.
Okay.
I'm the signatory on the deal. So I'm the one who actually handled the deal in the first place. And because off the back of that, then it's not that we're just fully credited. That royalties and stuff goes on for 70 years past that day. So in the world, I'm being fortunate that I'm the youngest CEO in the world to be a rights holder.
Wow.
Because a lot of people work for a major corporation, so they're a part of a big song, but it's not their actual rights.
Yeah.
And as I was saying even before we started recording, in UK music history, it's the third biggest song in all UK music history, past like your Michael Bolton and your Celine Dion and Whitney Houston.
That's longest running
in number one. 15 weeks number one in the UK charts, 10 weeks at the US. Regardless of then the sales that's gone surpassed. So yeah, I've kind of gone past quite a few of the things in man's in the record, man's in the history books.
It's a big tune. No, that's
big,
wicked.
big things.
God's grace.
We're in the presence of greatness.
Yeah, well, God's soldier. yeah. To be fair, in presence of just God's soldier, man, just putting in the work.
I appreciate that.
Well done. That's
humble with it too.
Yeah. When I need to be.
So how did you get into the music industry?
Oh, I was a kid signed when I was 10.
Okay.
Like the government was going around to different schools in Brixton looking for young kids that could push the social issue. At the time was the greenhouse effect. Or climate change, as people would call it now. Great idea, great concept. Literally getting young grassroots kids that already into rap to kind of convey that message. Song. It was to be honest with you, it was like karaoke. Like they tried to write our bars for us. So I never quite make it. But that was my introduction of me going on tour, going on Wackaday with Timmy Mallet, on Dance Energy with Normski.
Okay.
And from then I always decided I'm gonna be in music and entertainment. I'm gonna have my own label. And before that, to be fair, I always thought I was going to be a millionaire from the streets. I never thought that I was ever going to be working or get up and do youth work. No, that was never in my agenda. I'm just going to do crime, have millions, and have my record label. That was all.
That was the plan.
That was the plan.
So how did that plan develop then?
Plan developed all right. I guess it's come through its trials and tribulations. I guess with most people, they see the end result and see the win and the positives. They don't actually see the journey. So the plan has had its different hurdles with it. It's had different lessons as well as different blessings and stuff. You know what I mean? So when people are saying like, yeah, those L's are for losses, like the L's have been for lessons for me.
Tell me about those lessons then.
People, patience, organization, understanding, financial and political literacy, emotional literacy, open-mindedness, conversation, asking questions, not assuming.
Okay, are these things that you picked up growing up then?
No, they don't teach you none of that stuff in school. Like I'm from the community. We've been taught to be that first 4 layers of society where we're taught to be the employees. So the understanding and management of people or business isn't what we're then taught in school. We're taught to just get up and do and to just kind of cut through. So then when you come from the first 4 layers of society, it's most evident when you go to your work experience, because your work experience placement will be in a place where the pinnacle of what you'll see will be the store manager. When you come from the top 3 layers of society, you ain't allowed to go there into store for work experience.
I hear that.
You go head office. So you see the marketing manager, the CFO, the CEO. You see regional manager, international business.
Yeah.
So already your mindset is never towards that my pinnacle is going to be that I'm going to work in the local store and be the manager. I'm going to own the business. I'm going to own a franchise. I'm going to own shares.
Hey.
So that is thing. So none of that was taught to me in school. No, I'm from the poor community.
Tell us about growing up then.
Growing up was fun. Like most poor kids in Brixton, making something out of nothing. Summer holidays was good. We go on family trips, coach trips, play center. Like I'm one of them kids that went school 7 days a week. So I went Monday to Friday. I have to go to school, then go Saturday school and go Sunday school.
I hear you.
Yeah. So yeah. School. So I'm one of those kids that, literally. And to be fair, when I was like in year 7, I actually got a scholarship for a couple months in Dulwich College and got kicked out for fighting. So I was literally a real straight A student kid that just needed opportunities. But yeah, I was always destined to do something academically. It's just life and life circumstances didn't allow for that.
And when you say life and life circumstances, what do you mean?
Life and life circumstances more or less starts from the area that you grow up in, the influences that you have, your social and economic situation. But a lot of it is then down to your peer pressures or down to the society that you see around you. Most of us grow up in a 1 to 2 mile radius. So within that safety net or comfort zone, within that 1 to 2 mile radius, a majority of us are not then seeing enough examples of real life in order for it to be tangible enough for you to think that's what I'm going to grow up to be like. So
give me an example of that then.
In that 1 to 2 mile radius, you've already then maybe at your age or wherever you are, going to come into a minimal amount of communication with people on a weekly basis. These people are going to be based on what your journey is going to and from education.
Okay.
And these people are going to be based on to the immediate needs of your family. The immediate needs of your family might be the butcher, the shopkeeper, the bus driver, the carer, but none of these may be in a position of aspiration. Just a couple miles away from you, then maybe the accountant, the lawyer, the doctor, similar to where you have like the canary wolf and bow. But then you've got groups of kids that literally just can look out of their window and see these high rises and millions of pounds, but there's such disconnect because it's literally just a few meters or a few miles away. Okay. So I feel that one is that accessibility, which often isn't there. But two, I guess it's the, as I said, the openness and the open-mindedness, because a lot of things, there's a lot of misconceptions. And if you don't come from somewhere, it's easy to assume how it is until you see what it really is.
Did you understand that then, or is it something that you like understand now?
Oh no, I never understood any of that then. I was always in my own bubble. I grew up very narrow-minded and limited because that's what I was taught. So a lot of the ideals and a lot of the understanding that I had when I was maybe a teenager is taken for life and life experiences to maybe dispel some of those myths. But yeah, a lot of it has come from just life lessons and hard lessons at that, to be honest.
So then how does all of what you've just said now work alongside the music industry then? Or the stuff that, or your time in music?
It doesn't.
How do you mean?
The music industry ain't really set up for it to be a bed of roses. It's not set up for maybe those that then, like myself, want to give to that next generation, want to nurture and see others grow. It's the music business, and the business part of it is way more than the music itself. So a lot of it is about people that are not creative, that don't share that passion, or have never made a song before, making money off of our art and our talent.
I hear you.
So that's why I said it is and it isn't.
So then how do you navigate that then?
The navigation of that is with God's grace, mainly because, like I told most people, like no A&R or nobody ain't stronger than God. So if you believe that, you might as well build a statue and start dancing around him. So nobody's going to put me on except for me.
I hear you.
Yeah, nobody can stop me except for me.
Does that limit you, or does that open doors then?
It limits me with those that then don't have to share that same intentions. And in an industry that's then full of different energies, a lot of it based on use and abuse and take, then my thing's not fashionable. But then I'm not really based on trying to be in fashion, because fashion comes and goes and changes. So my thing's just here and it is what it is. But yeah, it doesn't open up the doors like it should be, because those that ain't doing right, they don't want to see me at the door. Those that don't want to help the next generation, they don't want me in the room. Those that don't want to invest in the future, they don't want me to meet their boss.
So you were doing crime, but also music as well, like both together when you were younger?
When I first started, I was only doing crime. Music was just something I just done casually as a bit of a passion. And when I first started getting serious about music, the first 2 years, it wasn't I'm just going to give up crime and I'm just going to do, because most people say, oh, what was that turning point? Did you come out of prison and you just changed your life? I'm like, no, I came out of prison and my clothes didn't fit. I came out of prison and I needed more money. I came out of prison and I needed to get up with the latest fashion and trends. So I came out of prison and got straight back to crime and made more money. I never came out of prison once and thought, oh my God, I'm going to change my life. And then maybe you came out of prison like that crime wasn't for you in the first place. Like, no, but I came out and found something I was passionate about. And that's what led to me changing my life. Because I feel if you're going to get up and do something every day where if you can see the progress before you even see money, then that might be gardening, it might be manufacturing, it might be music, it might be painting and decorating. But just seeing that progress and that passion that you get from it, that's what will lead to money. And I feel a lot of people chasing money before they're chasing progress.
That sounds like Jules, you know.
Chasing money?
No. You know, like the passion side. Like, you're always saying find something passionate that you believe in.
It does sound. That
is you, innit?
I believe it. I believe that if you find, especially a lot of people in prison, that they don't know what they want to do, or they like you said earlier, they don't have the opportunities or know what's out there, so they don't know what to go for. So then it's kind of just that there's no passion. And then once you do have a passion and you're focused on it and you go for it, there's the beauty. So yeah, Zach's right. I do believe in it. So you went to prison. How long did you get, and what was that actually for?
I started going in. Like, it's mad because when I was a teenager, all my friends was going jail. I'm like, yo, I can never get nicked. I'm never going jail. I'm invincible. Then come 19, 20, you just start getting nicked and going jail. And once you go once, you're just in jail every 5 minutes. Longest time I done in jail was like 2.5 years. for robbing Lloyd's Bank. The shortest time I done in jail was like a couple of weeks when I wasn't even there.
Whoa, you just said that casually. Yeah, you know, I just went, what? You what?
That was the long, I started the lick it, kids.
No, man said, because you see me, I dropped some things nonchalantly, yeah, but you said that like, yeah, I just robbed Lloyd's Bank. Like, what? What?
That because on the scale of it, there's a lot more worse things that I know that people have done.
I hear you.
Maybe even worse things I've done myself. But then a lot of the time when people are like, oh, it's not really a glorifying thing, because most of the time when you say, oh, what you went in jail for, that just means you messed up and got caught. The stuff I never got caught for now, then that's a different story. Obviously, I can't go into, but that's the reality. So yeah, robbing a bank and got caught, messed up.
So how old were you when you got out of prison for like the last time?
Annoyingly, maybe about in my early 30s.
Okay.
But that was my own fault, because like literally as a kid, like I didn't even have a bank account or a provisional license till I was in my 30s. Yeah, so literally, so in my early 30s, I started to take life seriously.
Okay, and what made you decide to take life seriously? Was it prison, or was it what changed then?
Things was going too good.
Okay, with music.
No, things was going too good in what I was doing on the street, and I just knew that this is what I wanted to do long term. But I also knew that nothing can go this good and last. And I felt that was the thing. I found something I was passionate about with the music side. Started working with young people, but then opportunities started to open up doors, and I wasn't willing to kind of disregard them opportunities or blessings. Because I feel that's what we kind of do a lot of the times, is that we really have some great doors and opportunities open and disregard them or disrespect those opportunities that God's given and say, oh yeah, we're just going to go and do this, when really that door being opened, like boom, run with it and make it happen. And I feel, I realized when the door was open and I just pushed my way through.
I hear that. So how does someone recognize that it's a golden opportunity or it's a opportunity worth taking then?
It's different for each person, because life circumstances. You can give somebody and present them with the opportunity there and then, but if they have a gambling habit or a drug habit, if they've got like a crazy partner or different circumstance in their life, that maybe might not let them see the opportunity or act upon it. So timing, I guess, is right. It's not just seeing the opportunity, but it's feeling it's right, because we can jump into something or jump for an opportunity and to detriment towards everything else that's going on.
Okay.
So it's not, then you might have a great opportunity abroad, but if you're going to go abroad for this job opportunity and you're going to come back and you haven't paid your rent and be kicked out, or you're going to lose your job, or you know what I mean, there's several commitments that's going to crumble, then it's a great opportunity, but maybe just not the timing. So I think great opportunity comes with timing and comes with life circumstances. And I feel I spent a lot of time being hard on myself because I wanted things to kind of work at the pace I wanted. Yeah. And then knowing that everything works with God's time is kind of how it just pans out. But I feel it works. It's different for everybody. And like opportunities are like buses. Other one's going to come along. So don't jump in the road and hurt yourself.
I hear you, man.
Patience then, yeah.